Alfred Hitchcock was born on August 13, 1899, in London, England. He grew up with very strict parents that gave him traumatic punishments that he couldn't forget. He was very sheltered due to the fact that he was overweight and he wasn't allowed to be out of the house for long periods of time. He died in his sleep while in Bel Air in 1980. Alfred got his degrees from two different schools. He went to the Jesuit school St. Ignatius College and later transferred to the University of London. Before he wanted to become a director, he worked as an engineer in 1920. He started working as an assistant director and later became a director. Even later, he became a producer. Alfred Hitchcock made movies in the horror and action genre. Although he made action movies, the horror movies he directed were award winners. People were amazed by the way he utilized psychological suspense, creating a unique viewer experience. He was even nicknamed Master of Suspense. Alfred Hitchcock created more than 50 films in his career. The very first film he made was called Rebecca, which won the Academy Award for Best Picture. When his movies were doing well, he was awarded AFI's Life Achievement Award in 1979. His most popular films were Psycho and The Birds.
Orson Welles was born on May 6, 1915 in Kenosha, Wisconsin. When he was 3 years old, he loved to do magic tricks, painting, acting, and even playing the piano. By the time he was 4 years old, his parents separated, and when he turned 9, his mother died. Sadly, he died in Hollywood, LA, October 10, 1985, at the age of 70. Orson Welles was an actor, screenwriter, and a movie director. Some of the movies he played in are The Other Side of the Wind, Touch of Evil, and lots more, but the two movies that were the biggest were Citizen Kane and War of Worlds. Orson Welles had 3 wives and 3 kids. His first wife was Virginia Nicholson, and they were together for 6 years. His second wife was Rita Hayworth, and they were together for 4 years. His third wife was Paola Marie, and they were together for 30 years. He also had 3 children. Their names were Rebecca Wellis, Christopher Wellis Feeder, and Beatrice Wellis.
Charles Chaplin, a.k.a. Charlie Chaplin, was born April 16th in 1889 in London, England, and died while he was sleeping to a stroke on Christmas Day in 1997. Charlie Chaplin abandoned education at the age of 13. He was known for his slapstick comedy, his ingenuity, and his Little Tramp character. Charlie Spencer Chaplin was orphaned at the age of 10 and soon turned to a children's performance group, the Eight Lancashire Lads, and was soon recognized for its exceptional tap dancing abilities. Chaplin's early successes on stage as a comedian in vaudeville led to U.S. tours beginning in 1912. His growing popularity landed him in a film contract in 1913 with Mack Sennett, director of Keystone Studios. The first child that Charlie had that is dead was named Norman Spencer Chaplin. Norman died 3 days after birth from birth defects. The second child that he had that is dead was named Charles Chaplin Jr. He died to a pulmonary embolism on March 20th, 1968 in Santa Monica, California at the age of 42. The third of his children who is dead was named Sidney Chaplin, and he died of a stroke on March 2nd, 2009 at his home in Rancho Mirage, California. The final child that he had that is dead is named Josephine Chaplin, and she died on July 13th, 2023 in Paris.
Elise Guy Blache was born on July 1st, 1873. She was known for being the first ever woman to be a filmmaker, and she was also known for being the one to make the first narrative fiction film. She died on March 24th, 1968, at the age of 94 at a nursing home in New Jersey. After there was a smallpox outbreak in Chile, 1872, and 1873, her parents moved her siblings to France where she was born. Her father then left to go back to Chile after Alice was born. Her mother followed her back to Chile after a few months later. Her grandmother took her in, and at the age of 3 or 4, she was taken by her mother to South America. Alice was taken back to France by her father to attend a school. Alice made her first film in 1896. It might have been called La Fille à Chaux, which means The Fairy of the Cactus, or it was called Birth of the Children, or it might have never even had a title. In 1906, she made the film called The Life of Christ. She used the Illustrated New Testament as a reference for the film.